Inter Milan are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line.
Welcome to today's match.
This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think they're going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
That's good running with the ball. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. It's anyone's ball now. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto'o. He's away. He's having a shot! In for the pieces. He's delivered all right.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Number 10, Adrian.
The game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that's put paid to a promising move. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. This ended up in no man's land. Spread out to the left. Now that's well seen too. That's an imaginative pass. Bergomi makes the interception. Michael. Inter Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Schneider. Adriano. Now it's Eto'o. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That has been cut short. And that pass isn't the best. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Cordoba. Cambiasso.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. It's Eto'o! And that is wildly off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Costa Curta. No joy this time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Eto'o. He is through here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Neymar. Rodri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Schneider. Oh, refuses to take the bait. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. A header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, that pass has been well intercepted. Schneider. Now then, the ball's come loose. Tries to pass it through. Schneider is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's charged, surely! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Michael. And claimed it back swiftly. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And here's Zico. Somewhat off target. Schneider.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Eto'o. He's found a way past. Oh, that's fabulous.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside this stadium. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
I think something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Zanetti. Adriano. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Eto'o. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Roberto Carlos is eyeing up his options in the middle. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Has a shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Maicon brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation was.
Eto'o! Stoichkov, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Neymar. And here's Stoichkov. Schneider. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And it's Cordoba. Cambiasso. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Rodri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Rodri has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. It's loose, and he's having a go! Looking Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's Bellingham. Rodri. And that is as far as they're going to go. Schneider. Here's Roberto Carlos. Cambiasso. And it's Maicon. It's a good foot in there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Cambiasso. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And beyond the defence. Out to the left it goes. That is lovely. Bastoni. Good chance here! Oh, should have put that away.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And it's Eto'o. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he's managed to get free. Inter Milan have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Zanetti, a picture of focus and alertness. Good pressure, determined, intense. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Zanetti. Adriano. Nicked it back promptly. Marquinhos. And the counter is on. Cambiasso. And it's Eto'o. Out towards the flank. Rodri. Zico. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Takes the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. He's had a shot! And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Action has already started. Well, we just know, of course, what an excellent goalkeeper Dida is. Indeed, some consider him to be right up there amongst the elite.
Yeah, towering, and someone who always has great presence. For me, he just always seems relaxed and in tune with everything that's going on. A true great.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's Eto. Cambiasso. Zanetti. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Great run on the overlap here. And it's Schneider. And Zanetti. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Zanetti must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Roberto Carlos. He is through here. Adriano. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Adriano. Davids. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Schneider. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Cambiasso. And here's Bergkamp.
Such good technique.
And it's Cambiasso. Cambiasso! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's definitely not his best. Cordoba. For Cambiasso. Zanetti. There he goes, shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? And it's Zanetti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
And it's Bergkamp. Now it's Eto. And this is Cambiasso. Cambiasso really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Bergomi. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Bergkamp. Bergkamp making good progress on the right-hand side. He's a sharp of the ball here. It's Adriano! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. Not this time.
Inter really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Alexander-Arnold. Played into space out wide. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Here we go again.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Danielson will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Schneider, and the counter is on. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bergkamp, Davids, Ronaldinho. Well, they could break here. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cambiasso. Now it's Bergkamp. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Casemiro. Now it's Ronaldinho. That was not gone well. That pass isn't the best. Zanetti. Adriano. And this is Eto'o. Nice control. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! It's there! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here. The pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
A 1-0 lead established.
Talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled.
Ronaldinho! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. Ball swung in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Cruzeiro really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Schneider. And it's Zanetti. Oh, good-looking ball, nicely spread.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Schneider, and here's the chance to counter. Van Dijk does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh, that's a fine interception. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bergkamp. Now it's Eto'o. was nowhere near his best.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Right, Schneider.
That's good play from him.
That is good strength. Bergkamp, played out wide, back into the middle. Cambiasso. And here's Schneider. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
And this is Adriano. Well, that defending is up. That's rather hopeful. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Bergomi. And it's Eto. Bergkamp does really well to win the ball there. It'll be a throw-in. Line. It was a great finish. He put it away with... And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Signore e signori, attenzione, un annuncio importante. Il papà del bambino che indossa una maglietta gialla è atteso all'area informazioni.